Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources. Okay, and we are kind of struggling along here. Getting things built in the winter is tough, and so we're hoping we will get our farms up and running. Hopefully when springtime arrives, which is not going to be too far away, maybe another month or so, we will actually start growing crops here. And it's going to take us a while to build out the rest of the infrastructure here, but at least we'll start building up some crops. As always, thank you so much for all the awesome comments that I've received from you guys. There's been more discussion around the use of construction yards. At the moment, the construction yards that I've got is very micromanagement intensive and it's not set up properly. So that's why it's not working. So I think probably in this episode, we'll spend a little bit of time to set it up the way I would like to set it up. It's not fully set up the way I want to do it yet. Start work on the coal mining for the steel industry. That is a very good idea. We are starting to see a little bit of issues with our coal production over here because we are ramping up steel production. And we are out of coal. So that is something that we will need to do. So I think that is a very good point. We need to start working on our coal mines up here. That's definitely going to be important. As we have a look, well, anyway, let's continue through the comments first. Add the hydroelectric plant. That's a mod. I think that's a very good idea. It was specifically mentioned around the farms there, and I think it will be a very good addition. Not going to happen in this episode though, but I will continue to investigate it as we go through. Could traffic be the cause of pollution in Morgan Valley over here? Let's have a look over here. What is our pollution looking like at the moment? And the answer of that is, well, it's looking decent on this side, but not so good on that side. The answer is I don't know. I have no idea what causes pollution. I wouldn't imagine that the traffic is the biggest cause. I've heard things about wind and all these kind of things, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not the guru when it comes to the pollution. I'm still struggling to figure it out. Add parking lots? Absolutely. That's something that I keep forgetting to do, and it's obviously not a big priority at the moment because we don't have cars, but we do need to make provision for parking lots in certain areas, and so I think that is something that we need to do. And I also saw that there's been a new update that now does not necessarily require all factory buildings to be heated, which is something that we discussed a couple of episodes ago, and I think that's a brilliant addition. I do understand, however, that we'll need to rebuild those buildings in order to see the benefits. So it may be a bit of a long haul for us to see any of those kind of issues happening or not happening. Okay, now let's quickly have a run through our... Oh, the other thing that I wanted to say is that I know it's been a bit slower in terms of the regularly scheduled programming. I've had a lot on. I'm definitely not stopping this series. This is an awesome series. I'm enjoying it a lot. You guys seem to be enjoying it a lot too. So it's not going to be ending. If an episode is a day or so late, then it's just because I've got too much on at the moment. Both in the real life and on the channel. So anyway, we will continue to progress this city. Definitely want to see how far we can go with it, and we are doing well. Look at that budget there. If we quickly have a look at our imports versus exports, last month we did decent 20k. So we've been up and down a little bit. We're importing a fair bit, and what is it that we're importing? Food, meat, electronic components, electronics. Those two items we will be doing. But look at that amount that we're importing on food. And that's one of the next things that we'll be addressing, the removal of food from the mix. Those two will be there for a while. But getting these two out of the way, it's going to be a big ticket item for us. Okay, now let us quickly have a look. I think while it's still snowing and construction here is tediously slow because we can't seem to get the buses out here quick enough. All kinds of stuff arriving here, I believe. Ooh, yes, that's fine. This is under construction. Our high voltage line has been done, and this is under construction too. But yeah, we're struggling to get people out here because of the snow on the roads, and we don't have any technical vehicles in any of these areas to kind of make them go a little bit quicker. I mean, here you've got workers coming, but there's no workers on there, and I would wonder whether there were workers on there, and it's just the drive out here have seen them disappear completely. So I don't think we'll finish this off until at least springtime. So one of the things that I'm going to start looking at, well, let's speed it up then, and one of the things that I'm going to have a look at now is how we've set up our construction yards. That's something that has been bugging me for a while, and I do want to get into that. So we've got this area here that's supposed to do asphalt and gravel. It's got the dumpers, so it can grab asphalt from over here and gravel from over here and supply it to anywhere. We can obviously add more to it, but that's about it for now. This one, on the other hand, is assigned to bricks and prefab, but it's also picking up boards and steel at the moment. And I think that's okay for the moment. So really, to be honest, we will rename that and just call it bricks. Yeah, bricks, prefabs, boards, and steel. And we will probably get better with that as time goes on. Are we out of power? Why is this not seeing any power? Is it because we don't have power, or what's the situation here? Building without a power supply. What's going on? What is going on? 2 workers only over here. Where is my my technical vehicles? Where are they? Hang on. I've just paused the game for a second while we try and figure out what is in fact going on here now. How far are you going with this range thing? Wow, that's quite a distance. You're actually supposed to go all the way to here. It's probably a little bit too big for a station like that with only three of these. Okay, so power of concern immediately. We have workers that will arrive at the power station in just a bit. It's a power issue. It's not a coal issue as far as I know. We are completely out of workers here. Yeah, winter really hits us hard. Okay, there we go. Power should be back up and running, and I'm hoping we can get all of this stuff plowed and so on. Looks like that is underway. There's another busload full of workers arriving here, I would imagine. Wow, that's not really a busload, is it? 4 only. How's our population doing? Whoa! Did it drop? 7.5? We're not at 8,000? Hang on, let's just have a look. Last month. No, we're actually maintaining it pretty well this year. And let's have a look at last year. Ooh, there was a... No, it's fine. It's really fine. This year is slightly more deaths than births just because of the winter, but ultimately looks good. Can we just make sure to maintain workers here? Before I forget, before we get too far in here, I keep forgetting that I need to activate cheat mode and get our line spacing to go, because that seems to be a big problem if we don't do that. Anyway, we should have tons of workers here now, and we're producing a lot of electricity. Okay, good. Construction is underway on the rail construction, and done, to be honest. Okay, that means in this episode we can also start looking at where we do our rail alignment. So those are the kind of things that we need to do. Okay, I wanted to get back to this. So this is currently the MV infrastructure piece. This is boards, prefabs, steel and bricks. This is asphalt and gravel. And you know what I think we should have add in here? It's without a power supply. I think it's always been without a power supply. Potential capacity problems. Oh, I see. Look at this. Oh, yes. This was a thing that was happening with the heating stuff, I think. And now we can also see that for power, which is awesome. Awesome to see. Very good to see. Very good to see. I was thinking what I'd add to these guys is actually say, guys, I also would like you to pick up concrete from the concrete plant. So if you can do concrete as well, let's rename that asphalt, gravel, and concrete. Asphalt, gravel, gravel, and concrete. There we go, just like that. Okay, so these are our kind of main resources over here. And what I will do with that is I'm going to grab all of our mixers and just move them over here one by one. And we'll see if that is is a viable way to go. So yes, I'm resetting this up. So guys, what I'll do, okay, hang on, let's just move these things out here now. Yeah, I'm gonna do this kind of on as we go, and we'll see. So the one piece that I feel is still missing from our construction setup is I would like a construction yard. So we've got a construction yard full of equipment here, right? But it probably should be bigger and better and so on. So we'll leave that as is. These buses, I think, are too big for this industry. Anyway, they've got some dumpers on here, so on. I would like to get micro buses as well. Okay, so we've got that going on. What do we have at the construction office here? This is just a little bit of everything, really. But yeah, micro buses is what I would like to see. Look at this. So yeah, it's a bit of a mix and match of construction offices at the moment. What's going on over here? Missing coal, which would be exactly as I would expect. Is this going on? Yeah, we've got our 20 workers there. What's going on over here? We're dropping. This is dropping big time. I think preemptively what I'll do is I'll stop the export or the export of some of this. So we'll drop to half the exports, just so that we can give our coal industry a little bit of a heads up to start up again. That's the idea. We should get out of winter soon. Let's quickly have a look at what our heating situation is like. 24 degrees over here, nice and toasty. All of these are 24 degrees. All of these are 24 degrees. So we should be okay as it pertains to heating. Deaths versus births. Our birth rate is higher than our death rate, even in the winter, and that is what I was hoping to start seeing. What's going on over here? Yes, lots of oil available. Are we producing a fair bit of fuel? Fuel production is not as high as we should have it. So I would like us to have this thing be a little bit more effective. Okay. Okay, so now we've got most of our resources set up. And what I could do, could we make this one an equipment one. I think that's the idea. So let me grab my dumpers out of here. Yeah, I think that's the plan. That's the plan. Moving the dumpers to come over here. That's fine. Oh yes, that's the end of winter. I'm happy about that. Okay, so we're moving all of the dumpers out of here. I'm going to make that one the equipment one. And this one could maybe be micro buses or something. So let's get these guys out of there too. And there's one issue, right? That's not actually picking up closed hull. Is that a closed hull? Hang on. Hang on. That's good. What do we still have here? What is this thing? Okay, this is a covered hull. We need something for covered hull, and to be honest, covered hull probably needs to be a smaller one. So let's leave covered hull in there for now. I want to move all of our equipment over to one of these. Oh, and for that reason, we probably need the big guys also there, the open. That's one thing that I'm just thinking about. Okay, move over here. Move over there. These are pretty close, so just rebase them this way. Get rid of that, get rid of that. I'll show, yeah, so this is a complete revamp of our construction industry here. Those are out there. I believe the cranes need to come here too. Still a bit of room for that. I shouldn't have moved all the open hulls. So this one, and let's rename this. This is going to be MV equipment. I already have one of those, but we'll call it MV equipment. We'll just full name it there. I want to get rid of the buses, so let's get the buses out of here. Move the buses over that way. Yeah, I think this one, MV infrastructure, is going to be renamed as MV construction workers. MV construction workers. And to be honest, I'm not a fan of the big buses. I would rather like the smaller ones. But anyway, we'll slowly get there. That one's being moved. Well, anyway, I just want them all over there to be assigned to these other ones. Okay, so now this looks pretty good. Equipment and vehicles. Probably need these guys to covered hulls. Let's I'll move the covered hull over this way also. That's fine. So now it's only like equipment. Let's come grab the equipment from over here. No, not that one. This one. Yes. Yes, that's what I want. Mechanisms. All of these. Move all of these over. And to be honest, what we need to do is we need to put you on there. Can I put you on these? I don't seem to be able to get. Let's quickly just load them up over here. Are they loaded up? No, they're not. Loading up. Loading up. Loading up. I'm trying to move the slowest ones. I believe they're the slowest ones. Anyway, so there we go. With those in mind, we'll start moving everything over here. Big equipment works in this direction. Okay. And that one, I've got some rollers and stuff. How much room do we still have over here? Okay, there we go. So that's been moved. This one is the workers one, eh? Okay, so what I should actually do, this one should then be the other goods. So let's just say this is MB mechanical and electronic. Mech and electronic components. There we go. That's what we're gonna do. So all our covered hulls needs to move over here. Let's grab our covered hull, which I believe is there. Rebase that for us over there. Don't have any covered hulls over here anymore. Yeah, construction worker still has plenty of dumpers and open holes too. Okay, well let's start moving them over here. I'm fairly confident this will be a better solution here. Covered goes here. Oh, that's look. Luckily, I still got that covered. I've got the covered hull covered. Okay, now let's just move everything over. Open holes, dumpers, and another, and a couple more open holes. Okay, excellent. So hopefully that means we'll move stuff quicker. What I would like to do is grab buses, a few micro buses to go in here. So let's purchase a few micro buses. If we go micro bus, I really want the smaller ones. Maybe 32 is a little bit too big. What can we get? 8 passengers over here at 90 kilometers an hour. That seems to be a good one. So let's get like 8 of them. I think that's the plan. That's a good plan. We'll move them over here. The one thing though is we can only pick up from one location, so that could be a bummer with this one. So we might have to do 2 of them. But the idea is that now we can have a lot of vehicles that can go to wherever they need to go. We'll just assign all of it, everything to everything basically. Okay, so what we do now is we say, guys, well, let's double check to see So no workers, please. Gravel, no. Asphalt, no. You actually, to be honest, you're gonna get nothing. You don't have to pick up anything whatsoever. This is equipment only. So let's sort all of that out. We'll go back and see what's going on with the farm soon. This one is going to be workers only. So let's just have a look what we've got here. So let's, all of that will clear out everything else. Yeah, the issue is that specific bus station may not be having enough people. And we may have to actually send it all the way to Ironski to go and get workers, but we'll keep doing that. Oh, what I wanted to do, just double check to see that we're saying you will auto search and you'll go to everything. You will auto search 3 kilometers and also go to everything. There we go. And over here we've got all of this. We need steel, no, concrete, asphalt and gravel. That's perfect. Got all the dumpers and the stuff there, and just be sure to go to everything. That's perfect. Similarly over here we've got all of those things, and I want you to go everywhere. Not sure there's enough vehicles. You need to go and get let's clear that one out, clear that one out, clear that one out, and clear that one out. You can get mechanical components and that from over there. That's fine, and you go to everything within a 3000, and we'll probably just auto assign you as we go also. Okay, so there we go. So everything should be assigned. I'll have this one run itself a little bit over here. It's still doing pretty much everything from this one. So we have now two types of ways of dealing with it. So let's quickly go and see how our farm is progressing. Okay, so if we have a look at the offices, so what we don't have here is we don't have construction workers. So let's just add workers to the mix. Then we should hopefully get this finished soon enough. Okay, and we'll see about this. This needs to be built as well. So let's start work on this. So construction workers, equipment, electronics, bricks and asphalt, all of that, and get going. That should have everything we need. You can actually quite easily see that equipment only has the vehicles, right? These have vehicles also, but it's a little interesting. Oh, you can actually see what is all of that. So now we can clearly see that we've got all of the resources required, including workers and vehicles over there. So that's actually a very good one. So we'll see how quickly we can start setting up some of these things. So we'll get that built. We also need to assign this. Similarly, we need probably equipment, and it's asphalt and gravel, right? So let's try that one, equipment and asphalt and gravel only, and see if that is sufficient. It says workers, but I think this can go without workers. We'll see how it goes. So things should be jumping into action over here. I'm not sure where... Oh, there's plenty of workers over here, actually. Is this MV Morgan Valley bus stop? So it seems to be okay. There's a lot of workers around. Excellent. How's this going? We are growing. Birth rate is booming. Okay. I want us to... Okay, so we've done that. I want us to continue construction of some of these roads also. Some of these road construction pieces. So these guys will come out over here and finish that off. I don't think this road itself is really important for our access here. So let's get going on the next one. There's been some questions asked around whether we have to do gravel first and then asphalt. No, we can go directly into asphalt. The reason I did not do asphalt directly in the past is because I was worried about the resources required for that. Okay. We've done all the research. I've kind of done all the research over here. So all the research is done. Are we creating a fair bit of this? We should, I think, get some of this stuff going now. What we are missing out on, okay, we need to plan out the rest of this. Well, not that. That is fine. This is fine. What we need to do is plan out how we're going to get this stored and connected. Yeah, this goes to all three. Okay, over there. Okay. So what we need to do is we need a storage, an aggregate. We don't need a large aggregate storage, I believe. I think a small aggregate storage is fine because it's just the raw material. So we only need a small buffer for it. But what I would like us to do is make sure that we connect it up So we can also... Yeah, so that is the idea. We'll squeeze that in. And then we'll try and see how we can get all of this lined up. Signed up! What did we want? We wanted, actually, this is infrastructure, conveyors. Can I... honestly, this doesn't want to work in this way. But I think what we'll need to do is I'll need to move it out here a little bit, and we'll need to run 2 of them. What we could also do is we could use the modded ones. Let's quickly have a look at the modded ones. Conveyors, those towers, right? I think they work a little bit better at keeping the stuff up top. So if we do that one, swing it around. Probably move it out a bit this way, just a tad. Keeping them straight is a little better though, so let's try and keep it as straight as possible. Then we would like 1 in, 1 out, I think. It's going to be just fine over here. That's good. And 1 in, 3 out over here. Ooh. Oh, actually works. Look at that. Nice and straight, keep them as short as possible. There we go. So we should start getting this up and running too. Oh, immediately started dropping stuff off. Is it for the construction over here? Everybody's assigned here. Everybody is assigned. That's good. That is good. Can we recommence construction on this guy? And which one shall we... Which is closest to the bus station? I think this is going to be... How much of this equipment has been... All of that's been dropped off. All of everything has been dropped off. We may as well build it. All of this has been dropped off. Any of this been dropped off? That one just seems a little out of the way. A little out of the way. How about this one? Resources needed to finish. We haven't made progress on any one of them. So I think we can just... Yeah, let's just pick up this one. This is a fire station, right? Yeah, let's start construction on the fire station also. And construction on this guy. And at the same time, we'll start construction on this. Lots of construction. Now that we've started construction, that's bringing on everything. Let's quickly see what it is. Oh, they've got everybody assigned to this. Okay, that's fine. So with all of those assigned, it means that we can slowly start this getting built. Excellent. So that'll work. I believe it'll work. Then we will start building this. Excellent. That would be good to get that going. What's going on over here? Oh, can we start exporting a little bit more power again? What's our coal looking like? Woohoo! Probably not. Probably not. Okay. First stuff's done. First stuff is done. How many fields do we have out here? 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 fields. Why do we have... Oh, well, let's just expand that a little. How many fields can be assigned? Can we only assign 6 fields? 7 fields? Oh, there's... What? Okay, my bad. My bad. My bad, people. Let's get our road connections on here. All of those... So all of these don't have road connections. Yes, that's the bummer. Oh, and it's a little out of the way too. If we do that, it should be okay. The farm equipment is a little slow. I wouldn't necessarily want them to run onto that road itself. So can we... Yeah, this is a little... This is going to be a bit of a choke point right here. Okay, anyway, now we've got farm equipment. Okay, and there's 2 things that we need to do. We wanted to do... Is this being built? This is in fact being built. Does it need workers? It's got the mechanism here, so I believe we also need workers for this to finish. Okay, so let's bring in some workers, please. Thank you. Okay. Roads don't. Look at this. Look at the pace at which this is being built. Oh, hang on. We probably need some other stuff here. We need equipment. We certainly need the equipment to come out here. Come on, equipment. Once the equipment comes out here, this should finish it off, actually. All of the stuff's been there. It's just the labor that we're missing. Well, not the labor, the equipment. Rather, so this means we can manage road construction without workers, and that is awesome. People are being dropped off. Exactly. Now there's workers here. There's no workers here now. Really? That was a little weird. This is missing all kinds of stuff. Let's just see. It's getting everything it needs, though. So it should be on the way. Okay. Okay, good. Let's buy the equipment. So we've got, we need, is it 12 slots? Let's just double check that again before I buy the wrong stuff. We've got 12 slots in here, and we only want harvesters and tractors. So let's get in here. We'll buy 6 harvest. Well, let's start with the sowing. That's 24. That's 24. Doesn't really make much of a difference. To present, what's the speed? 34, 34. They're exactly the same, really. But bigger engine power. Anyway, we'll go with this. We need 6 of these. Okay. So let's quickly move them out. I know it's going to take them a while to get there, but we will get them there. No. I can't imagine what kind of route the tractor would take. I mean, if you do a 2-stop route for a tractor. Excellent. Get out there, buddies. So hopefully we will start seeing crops prop up quickly. Okay, now the next thing I want to buy is 6 harvesters. What do we have here? Level 30, level 22, level 28. They're all 20 kilometers, 20 kilometers, 24 kilometers. Basically just harvesting speed. We'll go with the big ones. 6 of them. Move them here. Oh, we can actually load them on a truck as well, but we're not going to do that. It's going to take them a while to get here, but it's okay. And now we'll start seeing all our stuff happen. We don't have power out here yet, which is going to be a big problem for the petrol station. For the petrol station, can we get this built, please? What are we missing here? We're missing workers. Bring in some workers, please, guys, and do it quickly. And then the next thing we need to do is build this one. Assign that construction, please, to construction workers, equipment, and we need mech components, and we need steel. Don't think we need anything else. There we go. Get all of that going. That, and equipment. Perfect. So it's a little bit of micromanagement, but I do honestly believe that with all the vehicles in place, we can get stuff done a little bit quicker that way. Okay. Some of the things that we're going to need to build over here is a distribution office. And I don't believe we've got that set up yet. So that's something that I'll look into right now. There comes our equipment. Still a lot of stuff that's necessary here. That's been done. Excellent. So one of the things that I think we need is a distribution office. No, we don't. I don't think we need it. We definitely need it. So a large distribution office, I think, is what we're going to use. And the distribution offices doesn't necessarily need. So what I think is let's move it back here. We don't need workers and we don't need power for it. So what I'll do is I'll place that one right over there. Okay, and we'll hopefully get that all built up. Construction workers, equipment, all of that. Thank you. Assign. That should be good. We should be able to get that built. The other one I want to get is the technical services one. Technical services, we'll place that next to this also here. Actually squeezes in quite nicely next to each other here. And we'll assign those same construction teams to come and do that. I think our new construction setup with the MV stuff will allow us to build more at the same time, and especially the use of the micro buses for just little amounts of workers to each one of them, like 13 workers to a you know, a more constant flow of smaller numbers is what we're going to need to get our construction done so much quicker. I think everything is here. Oh, we're waiting on a little bit more concrete to actually arrive, so we should have concrete on the way. Look at all of this stuff coming, all of this stuff, steel, workers. I mean, obviously we need better roads here. What's happening over here? Oh, excellent. This is working away nicely with its mechanisms. Excellent. That's awesome. That is awesome. What's going on over here? Look at this. Look at how this stuff is actually jumping up. What are we missing here? We're missing. It's got everything it needs, actually. Maybe we'll just stay with it like that. Because we can pick up everything we need, and including we're picking up workers from Irinsky instead, which is, I think, a good idea right here. Lots of stuff being delivered. We don't have workers on site at the moment, but they are on their way. Pretty full load of workers, to be honest. Yes, very good, very good. This construction is done. Nice. All of this is kind of slowly happening. We need the bus stop to start work. Start work on the bus stop, please. I believe that's everything we need right there. So we'll just get Irinsky Construction to pick up that. Well, the others are okay. The others can also bring in their stuff as is required. We don't have boards out here. Do you have boards that's incoming or inbound? Should be. Nice. I do want us to also gravel up the rest of this road. It's probably something I should have done first. Anyway, we are making good progress. I want to gravel, asphalt this road. Okay, guys, I think we need to start looking at rail. Everything is running along. This building is without power. Some vehicles are without fuel, which is understandable. We should get this done soon. As soon as that gets here, we'll have power over here. We don't have fuel here. I don't want to come and deliver fuel here unless we've got that sorted out. So we're still struggling a little bit, running a little bit behind. We're not quite starting to produce crops just yet, but lots of construction is underway. How is this going? Still missing concrete over here? Yeah, so maybe we are. If we go over here and have a look at our vehicles, do we have concrete mixers? No, all the concrete mixers are out. There's still available vehicles over here, which is good. But yeah, things are happening. Things are happening. How's our steel looking? Decent steel production at the moment. Need to go and have a look at our coal. And mechanical components. Look at that! 100 tons of mechanical components ready for action. That's fine. I don't mind that. We can start exporting them if we need to. Over here, yeah, this is the one that worries me a little bit. But hopefully, yeah, it's just low workers is what we're seeing over here. Because our construction industry is taking up a lot of those workers. So my question is, the workers that's coming here, the related vehicles coming here is on MV coal workers, and they go to Morgan Valley bus stop too. So MV coal workers actually works really well. It's a separate bus stop. It picks up over there. So what do we have here in terms of related vehicles? We've got all kinds of vehicles that's working on construction. I just wanted to double check if there's any kind of specific routes that we're... Nothing. It's all construction workers. Yeah, seems okay. What is this? This ZIS one. Is that a different route? MV passengers. MV passengers are fine. So that's fine. So that's good. Actually, this is a very good spread right here. We're using that very well. We have one adult living at home. Our health is going up. Our education is looking awesome. we should be getting through this quite nicely. I just need more workers come over here, and it seems like we are getting more there. This number gets low quickly. Gets low really quickly. How's this construction going? Almost done with the gravel component, then we'll start seeing asphalt be delivered. There's tons of dump trucks ready to bring in asphalt. Ready to go. Concrete. Have we got the concretes everywhere we need the concretes? Let's just have a look here. Yep, that's done. Done. All of these equipment is still without fuel. These are being built at a reasonable rate. I think the microbuses with workers is doing a really good job at just making sure that construction does in fact tick along. That is the good. Oh, and we should have power. This is powered. Excellent. Okay, what we need to do is we need to set up our distribution for fuel. Now that that is in fact ready, I think we'll just use this one. Got lots of stuff going on. So if I'm saying I'm gonna go ahead and add this guy. So please make sure you're unloading at like 50% fuel. But I do think we are probably starting to run out of fuel. We need to be producing more fuel at this point in time. We really need to be producing more. Okay. How's this construction going? Is that done? No, not done. But getting there. Getting there. Okay, now let's quickly lay out some roads over here. This is just like a service road. This road wouldn't necessarily be used. And you know what we can do? I'm tempted to run this road through here, so that we in fact can have that one upgraded. So let's say so this will be your bypass, that we can upgrade that one. Perfect. That's good. We should slowly be able to construct all of these things now. The one that we're missing is this one. Okay, there we go. We need to just build one of them though, but that's okay. We've got all of this set up, so they can go ahead and build all of that. We've got all the components and things that we need. That's good. We need power out here as well, but there's still a fair bit of stuff that needs to be built before we get there. Okay, let's turn our attention to rail, and that's I think the last thing we're going to do in this episode over here is we're going to start setting up our rail pieces, and I'm going to go with electrification straight away. I don't want to be worried about that. So the idea with rail, and we'll probably replan this thing a few times, I think. It started out like so. We run that through there. Okay, let's trim this back a little bit. What I want to do is I want to try and thread the needle here, but there's two things I want to thread through this needle. One is a road that goes in here, and one is a rail that goes in there. Okay, those are the things. So what we could do is I could actually divert the rail this way, and then see about, wow, this is a mess. I should redo it at some point. Can we run the rail through here somewhere? This is my question. Can we? Are these? No, this pipe should be fine, right? Is this pipe too low? Oh, that pipe's not being used. We can just as well get rid of it. Okay, let's get rid of it then. The low pipe, the low one. Okay, the low one, got rid of the low one. Now, there's a high one there too that we also don't use. Way too much piping here that we don't use. Okay, so I would like, yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan, so we can get that one through there. The other one I would like us to do is set up a bit of a road that runs... something like this, I think. Okay, and I would like us to... Okay, I need to find... You know what we need to do? Let's get it a... We'll get a whole smoother thing going on if we just figure out where we want it through here. So if we do that, we get it a little straight, and then we do that. Nice, that's a much smoother setup. Now, running this guy through here somewhere. It's like we didn't plan it out. So if we do that, yeah, that just doesn't look clean, does it? That would... Why it can't go through there is really... I mean, there, it should... Oh, that's so close. Oh, there we go. That's the one we want. Let's trim that back a tad. Trim that back to about there. Can I trim it back a little without going all the way? No, I can't. Let's try this. Yeah, there we go. That's the one I wanted. And now what we'll do is we'll do a little something like that. There we go. That's our road. This is going to be our road connection. So that's going to be the direct connection. Yes, that kink looks a little weird, doesn't it? Let's try and redo it. Let's try and redo it. Up to there. Up to there. Something like this. Oh, it doesn't actually want to do it. Damn it. Damn it. Not gonna work. Not gonna work. Okay, we'll... We'll just have to be happy with the king. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Okay, now, the next one is a rail, and I'm kind of tempted that the rail needs to go the other way. The other way. And we should be able to give power to the rail over here somewhere. Okay, so now let's go to rail. So this is the idea, right? That this is going to be the main route to checkpoint Charlie. Checkpoint Dandelion over here. Sorry about that. From Ironsky. That's going to be the main export route right there. Okay, so we will build that road at some point. What I would like us to do is just let's trim this back a little. Okay, and now what we'll do is we'll start turning. But, hang on, cancel that. We can in fact run it straight through here. So if we do that, and we do the other direction, doesn't want to work. The other direction on the other side? No, didn't think so. Didn't think so. Can I redo it? So this is the only piece that is now a bit of an issue because of the fact that we didn't obviously plan out a lot of the rail in advance. We've ended up with this kind of concern through here. So let's do that and try and get our double. There we go. If we do this and we then tie it in that way, that should work. It's not the kind of stuff that I would like to see on the rail, but anyway, that's okay. Now, the idea is that we'll come somewhere up to somewhere like that. And what I need us to do, what's going on here with our... Wow, the rail is higher. So the question is, do we build a rail bridge? Can we build rail bridges? Yeah, we can. We can build a rail bridge. Railway bridge, truss bridge, steel deck truss bridge. No idea what the real difference between them are. So if we do... if we do something like this, and they have to be straight. We can't put them on the curve, right? Okay, so let's it's not gonna work. We'll have to I think we'll have to sink down the yeah, we'll sink down the road. We'll sink the road. Hang on, I've now got all kinds of funky ideas here. So if we trim that back all the way there, and we'll trim that back all the way there. What I'm thinking is, let's sink this thing down here. And the one thing that I didn't bargain on is the fact that you can't sink it underneath here, which is a little frustrating, because why not? Why can't you sink that? Switch on the wireframe quickly so we can see what's going on here. Well, maybe we don't need to sink it. If we twist that one up and over here, maybe we don't really need to sink that too much. Now just zoom in here. Let's just see. Does not want to sink any further. Okay, so something like that. Okay. Now, if we try, try that rail bridge again. What shall we do? Shall we do this one? Shall we do the steel deck truss bridge? It looks a little bit more like you would see it over here somewhere. If we do that, ooh, that seems not quite right. That's not going to work because that's using up all of our space below. If we do something, yeah, that's unfortunately that's not going to work. We can't do that one. We need to do the other way around, which can be this one, the truss bridge at the top. That's more usable. If we just drop that down a little bit, can we use something like that? I just want to, this is for testing purposes. If we do that, can we nice, that's working quite nicely. Oh man, look at that. Look at that. There we go. There we go. I would like us to do a little bit of a better job with the rail bridge though. So let's go back here and we'll quickly get rid of that one. But we need to, what I want to bear in mind is the fact that I would like this pretty straight to run the rail right here. So let's quickly try that one more time. I might have to do a little bit of a... So if we do this, like so, doesn't want to have a neighbor on that side. It's okay with the neighbor on this side. So that, I think that should work. I think that should work. What's our... Ooh, our levels aren't perfect on either of these sides here. It's not quite what I have in mind here. Okay, hang on. Let's redo them. And I'm thinking about extending both of them a little bit. So if we do something like that. Okay, so let's try up one. Like that. honestly. Why am I not able to... hang on. That seems pretty reasonable from this angle. How do they look over here? It's not great. It's not great. Let's try it. Let's try it. I'm going to trim it back just a little bit so we can kind of make our turn to get in there a little smoother. Too steep of an incline? Really? That's not a problem. Okay, that didn't seem to be a problem then. Now, the idea is, can we run the two of these guys through here? We can. It's not ideal. Really? Oh, I see. Okay, hang on. What I need to do, let's try and... oh, what we can do is... ooh, I don't know if that's going to work. If we do a little bit of this, just a tad, does that help the situation? Does not seem to want to. So what I'm thinking is, do we do bridge down? Yeah, so now I'm a little worried about... no, neither of those is what I had in mind here. Let's try that one more time here. If I do something like this and then we do... that's good. Now, I'm hoping that that sorted out our inclines. Whoa, that looks a little weird. We did in fact sort that out, and it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Now, there we go. That is the start of our rail system over here, guys, and I think it's going to be enough for today. Let's quickly go and see what we've done with the other bits and pieces over here. Do we have fuel over here? We do. Do we have power? Yes, we have no trucks available, but I believe things should be sowing. Yes, no, maybe. What? Growing. So we've got growing, we've got sowing, but it's not really, it doesn't seem to be sowing. Doesn't seem to be growing either. So we've got growing. Right? What's going on? Okay, that's a little weird. Let's, I'm going to try and do something. Let's cancel all of it. Let's just stop the auto search just for a second. I'm going to get rid of all of these just so quickly. And then we'll say auto search on. Yeah? What's wrong? No trucks available? It needs a truck? Do I need to put a truck in here for it to actually function? Why do we not have vehicles going out to sow? This is growing for some reason. That's an interesting one. That really is an interesting one. It's all automatic vehicles, but they're not doing anything. Interesting that this has still not been done yet. We're still waiting on steel over here. Wonder whether we're short on steel. That is weird. I don't know why they haven't actually done their things here. It's got power. It's got the vehicles. The only vehicle it's missing is got no trucks, and I'm wondering whether it's saying that there's a bit of an issue with that. Can I grab one of these and say, well, guys, please park over here? No, I cannot do that. I just cannot do that. Because I would like to bring in maybe one truck just to see if that makes a difference. Wow. That is an interesting one. Maybe I need to restart the game or something. Is this not done either? Oh, it's still rolling at the moment, but it's been a big chunk that's done. That's good. There's not a lot happening over here. I can probably start work on this. Let's start work on that. Let's get Ironsky Construction to start work on that. Is there any little road sections here that needs built? I think that's fine. We can probably start working on some of these. That's good. What's going on over here? Nice. Good progress being made. My goodness. This the mine is done. The fire station is done too. Let's quickly do that. Ooh, we need to get power out here. Okay, power from... That is the question. I'm very tempted. You know what? I'm very tempted to do a split off right over there, and then run power from here up to here as well. I don't know if that's good. Is this loaded? It's not loaded at all. It's not loaded at all. We're gonna take power off from over here. That functionality is really awesome, I must say. Really awesome. So what I would like to do is I would like not high voltage, medium voltage. I would like a medium voltage switch. Would have liked to get it over here. Something like this maybe. Okay, let's build that over there. And we'll just tie it in over here so we get that construction underway. Then we'll tie in the power over here and we'll bring in the other power from there to this spot right here. So let's grab this guy. Let's take it up to about there. Let's quickly see, where do we put this in? What I want to make sure we're picking up everything here. We definitely need to pick up even that final one. How come I can't? Come on, you just... It doesn't want to grab both of them. Wanted to get the top mine there plus the first one here, but maybe that's not going to be a feasible option. In which case, I'll just do it up to here. And we'll pick up all the basics that we need as a starting point. So we'll do that, we'll do that. So that should be underway in terms of construction. Yes, it will. What I'm going to do is I can... we'll wait for one of these to finish, and then we'll quickly do our power line. We'll need to make some changes over here also, but that's going to be fine to trim that out a little bit. Excellent. So guys, the start of our rail is almost on us. We still need to do a fair bit. Oh, we've got the road being built, which is okay. I don't mind that this road is being built. That's fine. We've got the little bridge over there. Then we've got a bit of a crossing, which is okay. This ultimately this should not be that busy. I want this one to be the busy one, running all the stuff from the various areas to the checkpoint right here. Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. I still am a little worried about what's going on over here. Not too sure why we're seeing what we're seeing. Still missing steel over here. Let's do one more quick fly through on this other side. There's so much stuff in this game that you're just constantly having a look at. Yeah, we are out of steel. Big time out of steel. How many workers do we have over here? Can I drop that down to like 5? I want just like 5 workers over here. We don't need more workers than that. Even though we've got a bus running in here. To be honest, that bus should probably be dropping off people over here. Yeah, so steel production is not great, which is fair enough. Kind of expecting a bit of an issue with steel. And we're probably building too many of these things, but it's okay. Let's just finish them off. It's not the end of the world. We'll take it a little slow on this, but this is going really quickly. Our construction industry is really awesome. Look at that. Look at this. These guys are really doing their thing here. Really quickly with that road. This road has finished, so let's do the next section of it. Up to there, please. And let's just make sure that we assign all the right offices to it. We want asphalt, gravel, and equipment, and that's it. Asphalt, gravel, and equipment. So go ahead and do that. That's all that we need over there, so we can go ahead and get that construction done. I'm still a little curious as to what's going on over here, so I'll have to try and figure that out in between episodes. If you know, tell me in the comments. Guys, thank you. That's going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.